Definitely an unpopular opinion. I don't agree personally, but I respect the Pretty Minnesota Golden Gophers 2020 Outback Bowl champions Minnesota shirt. You are saying The Hobbit is probably more fun, and definitely a more streamlined story. This should be higher up. No opening line makes me happier to be sitting in a comfy chair with a blanket, reading a good book, although there are a few parties that people joke are better as opposition parties. Canada had a prime minister for 26. The Pretty Minnesota Golden Gophers 2020 Outback Bowl champions Minnesota shirt. Tank top, V-neck, ladies tee for men and women's. V-neck, tank top. Blair beat the Tories 10 years in a row. Too bad they didn't select David Miliband when the Pretty Minnesota Golden Gophers 2020 Outback Bowl champions Minnesota shirt time came. We'd have a very different outcome. I'm not really surprised with what the options seem to be on the other side of the pond. If you want to beat idiots, don't get a moron as well. Imagine what the world would be like had he kept it in his pants. Probably also a mess since Murdoch is a ghoul no matter which party he supports. But still interesting to think about. Before then the news was gated behind organizations that more or less forced the truth to official the Pretty Minnesota Golden Gophers 2020 Outback Bowl champions Minnesota sweatshirt. Hoodie. Sweatshirt. Hoodie. It sucks that you didn't have the wherewithal to even look out for yourself. The Pretty Minnesota Golden Gophers 2020 Outback Bowl champions Minnesota shirt. Me wants to make a huge buffet, host a fancy dress party for all my friends and then write that drama I've got an idea for, but anxiety can just punch me in the stomach and pin me down and yell at me to stop it. To stop doing anything because I'm ugly, deformed, stupid and unoriginal and nobody will hang out with me anyway and I have to hide under the duvet, shaking until I can function again. Things all over the internet lately convincing me I need to go watch other products.